Hey everybody, welcome back to the zone. It is the Twilight zone, and as is tradition, I'm watching this at 11:26 p.m. By the time we finish, it will be the witching hour. What is the witching hour? Let's look it up, shall we? I think it's like 3 a.m. or something. In the Western Christian tradition, the hour between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. was considered a period of peak supernatural activity. Okay. So I was right. So no, if it's the witching hour when this episode ends, we've been watching it a long time. So let's not do that. Let's watch it this before midnight if we can, to escape the witches. This episode is called something Extra Innings, which I thought referred to a baseball, but maybe it's a baseball player's life who's ending, and he wants one more inning to put right what once went wrong, and something like that. That's what I'd call that sort of episode. I'd call it Extra Innings. So, yeah, let's get to it. The 80s version never changes their intro. The 60s one did. The 50s and 60s one. Until they settle down. I think they were talking about a sixth dimension in the very first episode. Baseball.
It's been said that the body is the means through which an athlete can best reveal the dynamic potential of the human spirit.
That's right.
But what happens when the means to that expression is injured beyond repair? Meet Ed Hamner, a once prominent player in the big leagues. A man who's never resolved himself to his fate as a non-participant.
This guy is in some science fiction show. It's some science fiction show that I vaguely remember when I was a child. Either it was on it when I was a child, or it was reruns when I was a child. His face is... When I look at his face, I think aliens. I don't think he was an alien. Maybe he was. But, yeah, we'll look up later, see what he was in. Anyway, your baseball career's over, but maybe a genie will give you one last shot at the big time. And all it'll cost you is everybody you care about and your soul. How about that?
There's a drive to right center. It is in the gap. Man,
go.
First,
That's it. Dig. Hey, breathe.
Second.
Yeah.
Here's the relay from the outfield. Man in the
Hey, Paula, come on in. Come on.
He's listening to the game.
The routine bouncer to short. The Tigers slump continues.
Bet they wish you were still hitting cleanup.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, how was practice today?
Pretty good. Ryan Claiborne says he's going to teach me to throw a curveball.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I remember what you said.
You're too young to throw a curve. You'll only hurt your arm. If that fastball of yours is enough to get anybody out. But you got to concentrate. Remember.
Confidence and concentration.
Got it.
It works every time.
Oh, I almost forgot.
A gift? Baseball cards? Hey, it's you.
But that's not even the real surprise. Take a look at this one.
What's this?
Monty Hanks? Never heard of him. Well, not much of a career, 2 years.
Monty
Good
Hanks.
stats, though. 7 home runs his second year. That was a lot in those days before the Babe. He looks kind of familiar.
Does he look
Kinda
like...
the guy you see in the mirror, right?
It's you. Is he going back in
The guy
time?
at the shop said he's been holding on to that car for years. It's an off-brand. It's not even listed in the catalog. Well, I gotta go, or Mom's gonna have kittens.
Her mother is a cat.
Take care of old Monty.
Do you think he's going to travel back in time? One more shot at the big time?
Hey, Cindy.
She looks
Take a
fancy.
look at this.
in an 80s way.
Another baseball card.
Is that his
An
wife?
old one. I thought you were going to be revising your resume today, Ed.
Yeah, Ed.
Interview is
Thought you were
tomorrow.
going to get a
promised
job,
to
Ed.
try.
It's the weirdest coincidence I've ever seen. Paula gave it to me.
It looks like me.
Looks just like me. And what's more, in 1909, this Monty Hanks guy batted .322, had 87 ribbies, and stole 31 bases. Is that weird or what?
He's pretty cool.
Or what?
But those are even the same stats I had my first year up in the majors.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, I thought I had a bad break.
These have to be brother and sister. There's no way these two people could ever marry each other. Like, there's no way these two people are married. They have to be brother and sister. They have to be. You know? He's staying here while he recovers from his injury. She's paying all the bills, you know, and she just wants him to contribute. That makes sense. Them being married, no way. Because they've nothing... The thing he's most passionate about, she has no interest in. None whatsoever. But then again, couples in the Twilight Zone. How many years have I been saying that for? 4 years I've been saying that for. The terrible couples of the Twilight Zone.
He got hit in the face with a pitched ball. Never recovered consciousness.
Oh no.
Will you pay attention? Your interview is tomorrow, Ed. I think it's a lot more important than some baseball player that died before you were born.
Maybe.
You know, Larry Dula is a big fan of yours, and you promised you'd try.
I will. I'll be fine.
You gotta try.
I'll turn on the old charm, get the job, and be home by 7 with a bottle of champagne to celebrate my gainful employment. How's that?
Sounds good. You dressed up nice anyway.
Vetricom Computer Division.
Thank you.
Computer division.
I had a
Vectrocom.
2 o'clock appointment.
I realize you've been waiting a long time, but Mr. Dula is still on his conference call.
Would you tell him I had another appointment? I couldn't wait.
He can't wait. What's your problem? Oh. He promised he'd come see her?
Hey, let's see some smoke.
He's given her the confidence to excel. Ah, strike 2. You're out of there, kid. Hey, honey, I didn't get the job. I wasn't suitable.
No, I'm late. I'm sorry. Paula's team won the championship.
Yay.
Coach took the kids out for pizza. I had an hour and a half easy. I don't know, somehow...
How did your interview go?
I remembered the champagne.
Surprised you didn't pour it over Paula's head. Isn't that how it's done?
Whoop.
What did you think we'd celebrate tonight, Ed? You could have had the Vetricom job, but no, you just walked away from it.
He was there in time.
Just as well.
They were on a conference call.
Well, I know about selling computers anyway.
Oh, salesman job? Ugh.
Do you ever think about me? Do you think I like paying all the bills while you sit around trading baseball cards?
Ooh. You got a lot of apologizing to do, dude. Don't buy flowers, though, because that's her money. Oh, he's in the doghouse. Hello, time man. The past is calling. It wants you. You just gotta walk into the picture. They'll heal you right up. You'll get away from Vectrocomp. Hey, but your friend won't be able to come. You know? Was that champagne spiked or what? Time to embrace your destiny. He's back. Oh.
Monty boy, come on, are you all right?
You must have one hard head, Monty. I thought that killed you.
He's just a little dizzy. He's like a new man.
My leg.
He can walk.
Nothing wrong with my leg.
He can
There's
run.
nothing wrong with your leg. It's your damned head that got hit.
Put me back
Come
in,
on,
coach.
This ain't no fan dance. Let's play ball. Play ball.
But meanwhile, in the
What
future,
happened to you?
Something wonderful.
Oh,
A busted nose is wonderful.
Oh,
he's back.
Look at this.
Rose.
I did it yesterday. 78 years ago, really, but it felt like yesterday. I got it sliding into second.
Into second what?
Base.
Second base. I had 2 stolen bases and a 3-run homer.
He's the guy in the picture.
It's that baseball card. Somehow,
It's a time portal.
it took me back. And this guy,
He's lost it.
Buddy Hanks.
He's lost it.
I'm him. It's hard for me to believe, too.
You sound a bit crazy.
Maybe you had some kind of a dream or something.
I didn't do this in any dream. Look at the card.
I don't see anything. What?
Check the stats. Home run, second year.
Have they changed? They changed.
8?
It was supposed to be 7.
Yesterday it was 7.
I hit that one. It was real. I was there.
Well, he's changing the fabric of the time-space continuum.
And I'm going back.
Who knows what else could change?
Hey, kid. You want to see a baseball game?
Yeah, could she go through the portal too?
To take my hand.
I don't know, Ed. This is a little weird.
It's not doing it. Oh, it's doing it. It's doing it now.
Here we go.
Stay very still. It'll slice you right open. Oh, Jesus. Oh, a change of clothes too.
Monty, you're late. Come on, look alive. We got a ball game to win.
How are stats looking now?
Huh?
You were great!
I feel great.
Yeah.
We're only a game behind the Athletics. If we could sweep them, we take the pennant. And I'll be in the World Series.
I was supposed to be home for dinner 20 minutes ago.
But yeah, go on, get out of here. We'll do it again tomorrow. I'll see you. Take off.
Don't you think you're a little old to be playing with kids and sorting baseball cards?
Thanks for
I
nothing.
guess I'm not exactly a prize husband.
I can't believe they're married.
We were just kids when we got married, Cindy.
You didn't know about my baseball obsession then.
I know it's just a kid's game, but I love it, Cindy. God, but I love
No,
it.
it isn't.
More than me?
No, not more than you. Can't I have both? I guess not.
She loves her wine more than she loves
I
Ed.
talked to Larry Dula. There's a company banquet tomorrow. Their speaker had to cancel, and he asked if you'd fill in.
Ooh.
You know, tell a few of your old Tiger stories. I'm having your tux cleaned.
I don't know, Cindy.
Come on, Ed. Once they get to know you, I'm sure they'll find some work for
But
you.
the World Series. He's got another shot at it.
Oh, there you are. It's an early game today.
I can't go today.
Why not?
I've got an orthodontist appointment.
Yeah, that guy.
We beat the Athletics today. We clinched first place.
But my mom will never let me get out of it, especially for something I can't even tell her about.
I'll miss you. Won't be the same without you there rooting for me.
I'll still be rooting. I'll just be 78 years away.
Big dinner party tonight.
Ooh, tux. Fancy.
You're gonna be a coach?
Computer salesman.
Aren't you happier playing ball?
It's not that easy, Paula. Not when you're an adult. I have responsibilities.
Yeah. It's a children's game.
It almost seems like you belong there.
He doesn't belong here. That's for sure.
Sit down, Monty. You're driving me batty.
What time do you suppose it is?
Later than you think if we don't beat these bums.
He's gonna miss the tux thing. It's the bottom of the 9th. Can she see the time portal? No.
Strike 3!
Oh no. Monty.
Your last 2 at-bats make you look like you don't even want to be here.
Back, I got a problem.
Oh, yeah.
He has to leave.
If we don't win today, we don't get no pennant. Now, what's your problem?
My wife, I promised her.
Your wife, we're into extra innings.
I'm out of extra innings at home.
What about here? I'm talking about the World Series. Are you nuts or what?
No, he's got to
Walk out
choose.
of here and you don't come back. Not tomorrow, not ever. Moran, take third.
No. I'll finish the game.
Oh, she's burning all his cards. That girl he hangs around with is here.
Don't you knock?
Don't burn the Monty one.
What are you doing to Ed's stuff?
Repaying him? Each one of these cards is a day he wasted. part of our lives he threw away.
Yeah, but they're worth a fortune.
No, he'll be back. I know he will.
Yeah. Rookie of the Year always makes it home, doesn't he? What if there's no home when he gets there?
Don't say that.
Who knows?
He's a big man to you, isn't he? You know why he's so nice to you? Because you're a fan. And you're the only fan he's got left.
Yeah.
Ed just needs someone to care about him.
Oh, so simple when you're 12, isn't it?
She's
Eventually you'll...
she's supposed to be 12 years old. That's the funniest thing in the episode. Oh, wow.
grow up and you'll realize you can't play games for the rest of your life.
You're wrong.
Don't burn that one. He'll be stuck there.
Give it to me, please.
Ed's latest treasure?
It looks just like
Showed it
him.
to me the other day. Is it special to it?
No, it's my favorite. I like it because I told Ed it looks like him, but he doesn't think so.
Same stats as the Rookie of the Year.
They're different now, though.
No! I bought it for him. It cost so much, my mom will kill me. Please don't.
Yeah. Give it to her.
Take it. Take it and get out. You're a girl, Paula. You're just a little girl.
Apparently.
But you'll grow up, and when you do, losers like Ed won't look so wonderful. I promise you that.
He'll always look wonderful to me.
What a toxic marriage.
Go on, go home. There's nothing you can do for him.
I hope he doesn't come back.
There is.
Oh, she's tearing it. They're gonna make it to the World Series because of this. It's going all the way, folks. Yeah. Do the stats still change? Yeah. Oh, holy moly. That's a lot of years. That's a lot of extra innings. Hanks, more like thanks.
Ed Hamner. To some, a mere face on a trading card. But to a special friend, he's an eternal boy of summer. An athlete who found himself drafted by a unique team in a league that plays its games in the Twilight Zone.
Or the past, otherwise known as the past. That was the second episode of season 3, called Extra Innings. It's a title that's just perfectly picked. You know exactly what you're getting before you even watch the episode. Well, you sort of know exactly what you're getting. What you're not expecting is a troubled marriage that's never really fully resolved. A wife that doesn't respect her husband. It's only been like... He was a professional baseball player up until 2 years ago when he had his injury. So she lived with him. She knew about all the baseball stuff when they got together. Baseball has basically been his entire life and their entire life. And now she sees it as a children's game. And look, I get it. He's not working. She's bringing home she has the financial responsibility. She sees that he's not making an effort to contribute, and that can cause friction in a marriage. But she has no interest in baseball. She's tossing his cards in the fire. It's an odd episode. He's got this friendship with this 12-year-old who he's coaching, or sort of he's not really her coach, but he's kind of her friend. That's not really, we don't really go into how they got to know each other or anything. But she's the only one who really believes in him. And then he's got this opportunity to go back in time and have all his injuries healed. The thing is, I was going to say he doesn't get to choose whether or not to come back to his wife, to that life, because the girl tears up the picture, stopping him from going back through the time portal. But he did sort of choose, because when it came to it, in the game, the key game, he decided to stay rather than go back to the future and wear the tux and get that computer salesman job at Vectron. Vectrocomp? I don't know what it was called. All I know is that it seemed depressing, But yet they didn't seem suited. Those two, the husband and wife, I couldn't believe their dynamic there was no chemistry. They were both on different pages. They both saw life in a different ways. Maybe she was closer to his way of thinking when they were younger, and she thought that they would both grow out of sports when they reached a certain age, and he never did. She's very bitter about it. And I can't blame her so much. I don't think it's a good character. I don't think it's a good relationship. I don't particularly like the episode. But I don't particularly blame her either. I see her point of view in pretty much everything she does. It's just not a very nice character to watch. So that's it. Is it a feel-good episode? Sure. I mean, he went on to do everything he wanted. Play baseball forever. You know, he got another shot at his dream for years. And he opened up magic to that girl. And she was nowhere near 12. You know, when you first see her, I was like, who is, you know, she's 16, 17, something like that. But yeah, was it a good episode? Not really, not especially. It didn't say much. It didn't really add anything, you know. It was just man in bad situation, man get to have good situation, bit of magic, Twilight Zone magic, the end. A bit like remember the season 2 episode with Norm from Cheers? A bit like that one, where a man is in a equally bad marriage, and he decides to swap with his counterpart in the past. Hey, maybe it would have been interesting to do the same story here with the Monty from the past coming to the future. The Monty from the past is just had enough of baseball, and he just wants well, he'd have to learn what a computer was, but he could adjust, he could adapt, you know. And maybe it'd be more like what his wife is looking for. A bit of a throwaway curveball of an episode. I give it a B-. Right. Let's check out the title of the next episode. It is The Crossing. Now, we've had The Junction, but we haven't had The Crossing. The crossing could refer to life and death, or a physical road crossing, or both, or neither. Now that I've literally talked about every option, come back next time to see which of those three it is. And yeah, don't forget, all sports are just children's games. And once you reach a certain age, stop watching it, stop listening to the radio, and just take the job at the computer factory. Yeah, or you won't get that respect. You know? I'll see you next time.